morning, Eastern Oregon, and happy Halloween. Welcome to this October 31st version of AM Live on EOA, your connection to Eastern Oregon on the EO Alive Network. How are you, man?
Good.
Good.
Good morning.
Yeah. Good
Second
morning.
Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it feels that way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm not ready for this. Here comes the cold, right?
Are you a Halloween fan?
No. I mean, I'm indifferent either way, you know.
It's just it's so commercialized.
It is.
It's all about money.
Yeah. It's I I enjoy, this afternoon's the kids thing downtown, and I enjoy seeing the kids' costumes and what
Yeah,
do.
like kids being happy is cool.
Yeah.
Like I think it's the second most commercialized holiday behind Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it stimulates economy.
Well, yeah.
Not when you're buying all your candy.
Kind of like Valentine's Day, just a holiday created almost out of nothing,
Valentine's Day is even worse.
Yeah.
In my eyes. But I mean, you could argue that it stimulates economy, but you buy all the candy at Walmart.
Yeah.
So none of it, I mean, I guess it creates some jobs here.
Well, and chocolate prices, I guess, are way up this year.
I
don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. Do I look like I need chocolate?
Yeah, me too.
No.
But I eat it. It's one of my.
Yeah, if it's around.
One of my things.
I try to stay away from it though.
Yeah.
Try to stay away.
Well, you want to do sports?
Let's do it.
All right.
AM Sports Report brought to you by Northwest Furniture and Mattress. Big Red Rocking Chair on Elm off Adams and LeGrand. Go check them out. The Daggett family, they have a great selection of home furnishings, mostly American made. They want to make you comfortable in your own home. Oh gosh, what a weekend. On Saturday, BC and I got to travel to Boise and cover Wyoming and Boise State. As most of you know, our own hometown guy, Andrew Peasley, is the quarterback for Wyoming. The game didn't turn out quite how we wanted it. Wyoming lost to Boise State 32-7, and I cut a little piece of his post-game presser that we took. And there'll be some more content coming out in the next week or so, but check this out. And anytime we post anything about you, we get a huge following. You know that.
Yep.
There was a lot of people here today in support from LeGrand. You got anything to say to the people at home?
I'm just thankful for them. Obviously, a big support group is big. Wish I could have got a W today to, would have felt a lot better. But just happy, everyone showed out. I saw a few in the stands when we were warming up, and, they're yelling my name. So just happy that a hometown supports me, and, I just wish I could get a W.
It was nice to get a little smile out of him right there because during that whole presser, he was pretty in the dumps. I mean, he took some big hits on Saturday and didn't perform well, and the team didn't perform well. So they're on a short week this week. They play Friday at 5 o'clock against Colorado State in Laramie. And that's another huge game for Wyoming if they're looking to make a decent bowl game this year. LHS Volleyball lost their playing game on Saturday to Marshfield 3-0. The Tiger football team lost to Ontario on Friday night 14-4, which is I asked Johnny Ballgame in Boise if he had ever seen a team score 4 points in a game, and he said no. It's very rare that a team scores just two safeties in a game. That'll end their season 2-7, 1-4 in the GOL. Baker beat Pendleton in a high-scoring affair on Friday night at the Roundup grounds, so Baker will win the GOL, and then the playoff representatives from the GOL are Baker, Pendleton, and Crook County. This is the first time since I've been back that LeGrand hasn't made the playoffs.
Yeah,
which is a tough year, you know what I mean? Hopefully they can get it turned around. I don't really see much until the year after next, in my eyes. Let's see here. There's still one team alive for LeGrand, and that's the girls soccer team, and they play today at 1 o'clock at EOU. They'll be taking on North Bend. It's a state playoff game. LeGrand is the number 7 seed. North Bend is the number 10 seed. So get up there and support them if you have time. 1 o'clock today, EOU Community Stadium. Should be a good game, I think. EOU football lost another heartbreaker to the 8th-ranked Yotes of College of Idaho on Saturday in Caldwell, 42-38. EOU, man, they've really turned the corner. I'm telling you, they're on the cusp of being a really good football team. Their record might not show it. They're 2-6, 2-4 in the Frontier, but the last 2 weeks, those two games, if we swing them the other way, they're 4-2 in the conference, and those are 2 top 10 teams in the nation that they played back to back. So, I mean, it's a couple balls bounced their way, and this is a whole different story. I'll interview Coach Camp today on the sports show at 5:30. So check that out if you want to hear what he has to say about what's going on with EOU football. Number 3, EOU volleyball had a huge weekend for senior weekend this weekend. They beat Bushnell on Friday night, 3-1, and turned around and beat 6th-ranked Corbin on Saturday, 3-1, which is huge. They honor their seniors, Ashton Houghton, Adrian Washington, Kara Burton, Britt Vaughn, and Sade Williams. And right now they sit number 3 in the country. They're first in the CCC. They are 26-1 overall and 19-1 in the CCC. And their only loss this year is the Northwest. They turned around and swept them the second time. I mean, it's just one little hiccup from being perfect. You know, it's crazy. This team is really good. EOU men's soccer dropped both of their matches this last weekend on the road, and their season is over. The women's soccer, though, won both of their matches, and they will play this weekend in the CCC tournament in Eugene. So they have a chance to move on to the national tournament depending on how they do. After the weekend, 5 EOU athletes were honored with CCC of the Week honors. Justin Ash was named Men's Runner of the Week in cross country, while Lauren Mitchell was named Women's Runner of the Week in cross country. EOU defensive back on the women's soccer team, Chloe Flynn, she scored her first 3 goals of her career this last weekend as a defensive player and was named Attacker of the Week, which is very uncommon, like super uncommon. For volleyball-wise, Sade Williams was named Attacker of the Week for EOU volleyball. And for the 5th time this year, Lex McMurtry was named Setter of the Week, and she will undoubtedly be the Setter of the Year in the CCC. I mean, there's no question about it. You don't win Setter of the Week 5 times and then not win the yearly award. It's crazy. She's had a great year. And this EOU volleyball team, they're going to be fun to watch. I hope they're going to, barring unforeseen circumstances, they'll win out this weekend. They'll be the number 1 seed in the CCC tournament and get to host it. So that means we'll get a chance to beat Corbin for the 3rd time this year, which is awesome. And it's crazy because I called them out for this, the CCC. I do that every once in a while. I try not to, but they named a soccer team. Okay, so this soccer team beat C of I think it was Warner Pack, and beat EOU men's soccer, the team of the week. And so I put a thing up. I'm like, how do you not make EOU volleyball the team of the week? They beat Bushnell on Friday. They beat the number 6 team in the country on Saturday and held the premier attacker, the returning attacker of the year in the whole country, to a .045 hitting percentage. And they don't get named team of the week. It's crazy to me. It really is.
Did you hear anything from them?
No, they aren't.
Sometimes we should have Rob on the show. I think it'd be interesting to talk to him.
They won't.
Yeah.
They wouldn't respond to that. I just call them out by tagging them on social media. Yeah, I'll make a post like, I'll say Dodsey's CCC team of the week.
Oh,
you know,
and then
mean?
tag them.
And tag them. Yeah, because sometimes you look at it, you're like, it's like with the national stuff with volleyball too. All the Midwest teams get all this recognition, and then teams over here just don't get much at all.
Yeah,
I mean, very little. But that's the AM Sports Report, brought to you by Northwest Furniture Mattress, Big Red Rocking Chair, on Elm, off Adams, and LeGrand.
All right. Good stuff. And that was quite, I love that experience on Saturday. It was the first time I'd ever been to a big stadium like that, a big football stadium.
Yeah.
And
40,000 people, 36,000
people. And it was,
football fans are crazy, huh?
Well, they're crazy, but just the amount, I have an idea of what it takes to produce a video production like that. That's way beyond anything we've done. But I understand the nuts and bolts of it. But the football production, the team, the SID team, the trainers, the media that comes with Wyoming. I mean, all of that is just it's just massive. Yeah. And you can't help. I mean, and when you see Andrew at the head of all of that, that's impressive. It doesn't matter. Good. Yeah. That's a cool thing.
Yeah, just every little department. I wonder how many people work for Boise State at a home game. There's got to be hundreds, like 500 probably.
Yeah. The press box was just, I mean,
scary for me.
I thought of I mean, the press box, I posted a picture of it. It's, I mean, it's on the 6th floor, the 6th level. So you're kind of in the nosebleed section, but it's like it's theater seating or stadium seating. Yeah. So you have 3 rows for 3 different reporters, essentially. Yeah.
And you didn't even get to see the windows open.
Yeah, they had them open a little bit.
Yeah, they didn't have them open all the way.
No, but
it's even scarier when they're open.
But still, there was room for, I'll bet, 50 or 60 people in that, reporters in that area.
Easy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, a crazy amount of stuff. So, yeah.
A lot of money is what it is.
A crazy amount of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of money.
So, but yeah, really cool experience, and really hoped for more for Andrew, but still, it's cool.
I haven't heard if he's going to play next year or not. I don't think he's going to. I think he's going to be done after this year. He's got 1 more year of eligibility. I mean, when I talked to Arnie about it, this was a while ago. He said that it was probably, I think it just depends on if he gets any. There was a couple scouts there watching him, so we'll see.
Well, he's had a good season. I mean,
not Saturday.
No, not Saturday. No, and he looked Saturday like it. You could tell. I mean, he was like he did not want to get in front of the cameras, and who can blame him? So
it's part of your job, though. When QB1 on a D1 football team, win or lose, you have to face the media after the game.
Yeah,
it's part of what you do.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and you're right. And the only time he smiled was when you asked him the question about the home fans.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
well, I mean, rightfully so.
Right.
I mean, he got pounded on the whole game.
He did. Well, it's chilly out there. You can kind of see the cam. The trees are pretty. They're just losing their leaves crazy. So it's supposed to get up to 52 today, 48
warmer
tomorrow.
Than it has been.
Yeah. So probably around trick or treat time downtown, it's going to be 45, 50 degrees. So, and that's always a lot of fun. If you have kids, be sure and grab them, come down. Kids are off school today.
They are?
Yeah. It's like, I don't know why they coordinated it that, but it's a teacher's training day of some kind.
Huh.
Yeah. But
wouldn't you think they would want the day after Halloween to be the day that they're off school?
I'm sure that there are some teachers out there that like, yes, we get to not deal with Halloween. At the same time, because it's a lot of, I don't think they get a lot of instructional time.
They don't get to dress up at school anymore, so.
They don't?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
My kids weren't able to dress up. They don't even call it Halloween at school. It's called Harvest Festival.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, hey, so we have a couple of the actors from EOU's play Dracula that opens tonight, and they're going to be with us right after this. All right, we're back with Haley and Aurelio. I'm glad you guys are here with us. How you doing today?
Pretty good.
Good, good. So, well, let's start with you, Aurelio. Where you from? Where's home?
I am from Hermiston, Oregon.
Okay.
They pretty much grew up there all my life. So
Hang on a second. Okay, so try that. So I had your mics off. Say that again.
I'm from Hermiston, Oregon,
Okay.
and that's been home for pretty much my entire life. So.
Okay. And what character are you playing in Dracula?
I play Jonathan Harker.
Okay. And you'll have to remind me who Jonathan Harker is.
Jonathan Harker is the fiance of Mina Murray, and he is a very old-fashioned, I'll say, kind of character. He does not believe in the movement of women.
Okay.
So,
all right.
It's a great character.
Cool. And all right, cool. And so what does your character do in?
He I think is established as like a realtor, and he for a lot of the time is doing stuff like that, and at one point he tries to go find his associate. He's just not the brightest tool in the shed. I'll say that too.
Well, cool. All right. And how tell me about have you been involved in this stuff? I mean, in drama and stuff before? Can you tell me about your experience?
Yeah.
In that area?
So I've been doing acting and theater for pretty much since I want to say 7th grade of middle school. And it's been a great experience. I fell in love with it actually at a young age. Didn't get to start doing it until then, and I've been just whatever I can be involved in is a good thing for me. Yeah, I've done quite a bit of shows in high school, starting with The Wizard of Oz, ending with Beauty and the Beast. It's just been great.
That's awesome. All right. Hey, give us just a minute. We'll have just a little bit of a technical issue. We'll be right back. All right, Haley. So tell me, where are you from?
I am from Ontario, Oregon.
Okay. Yeah. All right, and talk to me about your character and what you do.
So I play 2 different characters. I play one of Dracula's wives and the maid.
Okay.
2 very short characters, so I'm not on stage very much for either one directly. But I mean, the maid is pretty simple, just proper asking questions, frantic during some parts of it. And then as the wife, a lot of hissing.
Hissing?
Hissing. Yes, we hiss at Van Helsing and Jonathan and Arthur and everybody. And it's just...
So like if you're a vampire... And which I presume,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
If you're one of your, and so then you hiss at whatever you're mad at.
Whoever I'm going after.
Yeah. So give us a hiss, so we kind of know what that sounds.
Oh, I don't have my fangs on. Yeah, Van Helsing hissed back at us a couple times during rehearsals. It was pretty great.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah,
yeah. That was it was great. Definitely having a lot of fun with it.
Yeah,
for sure.
And Van Helsing is played by
Ricky.
Ricky. Okay,
Yes.
Yeah, our reporter for the arts update.
Yeah.
And she was here with us last Thursday.
Yes,
So
yeah.
so
Yeah.
good. Well, that sounds fun. And this whole thing has kind of come together pretty quickly, right? I mean, you guys
4
only
weeks.
how many?
4.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what do you guys think about? Is that has that been super demanding?
It's definitely been a lot different than I think. Well, what I'm used to. I don't know
Oh
about
yeah,
Haley
for
here.
sure. Definitely a lot different than what I'm used to, for sure. Most productions we have a couple months to get nailed down and get our lines memorized, and it was really fast on the memorization of lines.
Yeah.
It was really quick from blocking everything to as soon as we were done blocking, everyone had to have their lines memorized.
Yeah.
So it was a bit chaotic, but it's been fun. Definitely a bit of an adventure for
So
sure.
how long from the time that you started until you had to be off book?
So we started a week after class started. And then we just got off book last week. This last week was our first week off book, the 23rd.
The 23rd, yeah.
The 23rd was our first day off of book from the 29th, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
How long is the actual production?
About 2 hours.
2 hours,
wow.
yeah. 10-minute intermission in between. So.
Wow. So
Yeah.
it's a sizable script then that you
Yeah.
guys yeah. Well, that's cool. So what are some of the takeaways that you guys have got from this?
I would say it helps to have an open mind,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
because when I first heard about we only get 4 weeks, I'm like, I can't do that in 4 weeks.
And another thing that helps is is working together with your the rest of the cast to help get lines memorized, and a lot of improvisation when practicing, like staying in character when you have to do a line call, when you forget a line, stuff like that. So just helping the others on stage with you get their lines down, and stuff like that. Just being willing to work in a team is kind of a big part of nailing something down like this in such a short time.
Now, did you guys work as a cast then away from rehearsals together? I mean, were you able to you know what I mean?
You meet up
yeah,
outside of
yeah,
we should have.
and yeah, you should have.
We should have. We
We-
definitely should have.
Yeah.
We definitely spent a lot of time after practice or before practice hanging out and stuff. I know that there's been a couple days we'll all be heading out to our cars and we'll just stop and talk on our way out or whatever, and talk about and laugh about the funny things that happened on stage today.
Yeah.
And just it cracks us all up. We all enjoy laughing at the small things, and it's just a good time.
Yeah. I've been in a few productions, and yeah, the relationships that you build, I mean, that's real precious. I mean,
Yeah.
because by the time you get done, even in a month, by the time you get done, those are families, they're brothers.
Yeah. You kind of learn to develop some of the relationships that your characters have.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
And it's
So-
and it's kind of heartbreaking once the show's over, because
Right.
it's like we won't get to see each other again for 3 hours at night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's I'm just really glad that we both get to work with such an amazing cast and amazing people. It's
Yeah.
The best.
Yeah, especially with some of our alumni that we know we won't get to see around school and stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, it the end is what's going to be the most difficult part, is splitting up and not seeing each other for 3 hours a day
Yeah.
at night. And so not being around all those same people that you've been around for the first few weeks of college and stuff like
Yeah.
that. It's going to be a big change for some of us
Yeah.
starting after we're done with performing.
Yeah. Now, where are you guys in your student career at EOU?
Freshman.
You just started.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you guys, you got here, and then both of you jumped into this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the play's kind of been like a support system.
Yeah. Did you know that you were going to be a part of the play before you got here?
Yes.
No.
No.
I didn't even know it was a thing until I was walking through Loso Hall and I saw it on the wall, and I was like, that sounds like fun. And I love theater, so why not?
Yeah.
I'm a theater major, so I kind of am expected to do most of the shows that we're performing here.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So so I guess that explains. I mean, so when you're a theater major, it's like you're gonna be. You just know you're gonna be part of the cast of the things that you do.
I wouldn't say part of the cast.
Yeah.
Usually, I mean, I still have to audition and everything. It's just that I know that I have to do that in order to get credit for my major.
Yeah.
So it's like in any department, I guess, would be the way to go in saying that I will be in the show at least.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, awesome. And I mean, you're right. What a great way to start school.
Yeah.
What a great way to start your first term. Yeah. So you guys are opening tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Then when are the other performances? I would imagine this weekend.
Yes. No. So we're performing for 5 days straight. We're doing from 7 every night at 7 p.m. from tonight till Saturday night.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just boom. This is the run. You start tonight and you go through Saturday, and that's it. Yeah. That's intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely different having all shows be at like later in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
Where I come from, we've had like
matinees.
Yeah, matinees, which is like early in the day.
Okay.
But for us to have just straight like all 7 o'clock shows, it's like, okay, at least I get a little bit of stress lifted off my back.
Yeah.
Because it'd go matinee and then another showing.
Right? Yeah.
And I'm like, can't do it. I can't.
I think another part about it is like it's 5 days. Most shows that I've been involved in, they're 3-day long shows, and normally there's matinee. So there's normally like 4 or 5 shows, but in a span of a weekend rather than during the week. So that does make it a little bit more different for sure. Coming in at night after all of your classes during the week, so.
Well, and I mean, the advantage of this is that it's a month-long commitment, and then in one weekend it's done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it's intense, but at least it's measurable.
Yeah.
Whereas some of the productions I've been involved in, 2 or 3 months prep, and then they're 3 or 4 weekends, and that's like it. I mean, it takes a part of your life is just gone. So,
for sure.
Yeah. So, all righty. Well, guys, thanks so much for coming in. People can get tickets, I would imagine, just going to EOU, EOU.edu. And
I'm not sure if it's on the EOU website, but it's if you look on the posters, it's the website on the very bottom of all the posters around. And you can go on there and get your tickets for any day, October 31st through November 4th.
And I'm sure people can buy tickets at the door too, I would imagine. Yeah,
I believe so.
All right. Cool. Well, you guys, thanks so much for being here. And we really appreciate it. And I know that mornings are not always the best if you guys are up late at night working on stuff. So
I mean,
it is what it is.
Last night was a bit exhausting. We had it was a long night last night.
It was a long night last night.
Was it a tech rehearsal? What'd you guys do?
It was a dress rehearsal, but
the fire alarm went off because of our fog machine.
The fire alarm went off?
Yeah.
And so then did you have to exit the building every time?
The first time we did. The second time we just said we're gonna get changed and leave because we were pretty much done with the show at that point. And I was like, okay, like I'm tired of this.
It was funny because we all were like, oh my God, would you just be quiet? Because it was a gal over like the sound, and it was there's been a fire reported in the building. Please find the nearest exit and exit safely. And it was just
we think we know where the fire is, or the fake fire is.
the fire.
Yeah. That's right. Well,
the show was just too good. It was on fire.
It was on fire. There you go. All righty. Well, thanks so much. Yeah. Hey, do you want to get us out of here, man? Yeah.
On this day, and what is today?
It's the 31st.
31st Halloween. 1541, Michelangelo finishes the painting The Last Judgment in the Sistine Chapel in Vatican City. On this day in 1913, the first U.S. paved coast-to-coast highway, the Lincoln Highway, is dedicated. On this day in 1918, the Spanish flu kills 21,000 people in the United States in 1 week.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot of people. In 1
What
week.
year was that again?
The 1918 Spanish flu. 1950, on this day, the Big Cat, Earl Lloyd, becomes the first African-American to play a game in the NBA, scoring 6 points in his debut for the Washington Capitals. On this day in 2000, the last Multics, the Multiplex Information and Computing Service machine, was shut down. I have no idea what that is. It just sounded cool. On this day in 2008, White Paper Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, is published by the pseudonymous. Did I say that right?
I have no idea.
Pseudonymous.
I don't know.
Satoshi Nakamoto. That's the creator of Bitcoin. Nobody knows who he is though. It's described as a decentralized peer-to-peer network that could track and verify transactions while producing a transparent, verifiable record. On this day in 2010, post-apocalyptic zombie TV series The Walking Dead premieres, starring Andrew Lincoln, John Bernthal, and Lauren Cohen on AMC. And then on this day in 2022, Taylor Swift becomes the first artist in history to claim all top 10 slots on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100, all tracks from her album Nights.
Wow.
Yeah, every single spot she had. That's crazy, man. That's insane. The quote of the let's do the number one movie in America on this day in 2003. Anybody want to guess? You guys weren't even born yet, probably.
I was born a few months after.
2004. Scary Movie 3.
I was gonna say,
We were just talking about Scary
We were
Movie
talking
last
about those.
night.
And then the quote for the day comes from Jackie Chan. Sometimes it takes only one act of kindness and caring to change a person's life.
I love that.
One more time. Sometimes it takes only one act of kindness and caring to change a person's life.
Good stuff. All righty.
LHS soccer today at 1 o'clock. Girls against North Bend up at Community Stadium. Get up there and support them if you can.
And Dracula opens tonight.
Yep.
Yeah.
7 o'clock.
At
7
EOU
o'clock.
at 7 o'clock. All right. Thanks, you guys, for being here with us. Thanks, the EO Live. We'll see you Thursday.